Los Angeles police have arrested more than 300 demonstrators since protests began nearly a week ago. Around a dozen people are facing charges. Nearly 1,800 protests are expected across the country this weekend as Donald Trump holds a military parade at the White House.
After nearly a week of protests, local and federal leaders say the situation in Los Angeles is now under control. The streets of LA have been relatively quiet for the past 2 nights after Mayor Karen Bass ordered an overnight curfew. Los Angeles police have arrested more than 300 demonstrators since Saturday, with more than a dozen now facing charges.
We expect more charges to be filed in the coming days and weeks. If you took part in these riots and were looking to cause trouble, we will come looking for you.
The 700 Marines ordered to LA by President Trump have not yet joined the 2,000 National Guard members, but President Trump is crediting the de-escalation to the military's presence, saying in part, Los Angeles was safe and sound for the last 2 nights, but without the military, Los Angeles would be a crime scene like we haven't seen in years. Mayor Bass says the curfews will go on as long as they are needed, but insists the Trump administration went too far.
When you start deploying federalized troops on the heels of these raids, it is a drastic and chaotic escalation and completely unnecessary.
Lawmakers across the country are now dealing with protests. Texas Governor Greg Abbott says the National Guard will be deployed to cities across his state. And there have been dozens of arrests in cities from coast to coast. In Chicago, 17 people arrested. In Denver, 18. And more than 80 in New York City. These protests all seem to be gearing up towards Saturday, when nearly 1,800 protests are expected across the country to coincide with President Trump's military parade in Washington.